Welcome to our homeschool catch up. Today, we're going to learn about Lesson 2.6 Human Activity and the Environment. On your student book, it is on page number 34 to 35. The learning objective of this lesson: identify the human activities that affect the environment in positive and negative ways. So, at the end of the lesson, you will be able to identify the human activities that affect the environment in positive and negative ways. Let's begin. For task number 1, read and write the definition of the following keywords in your notebook. The keywords are recycling and pollution. Using the glossary of your student book, you can find the definition of the following keywords. For task number 2, you will identify the human activities that affect the environment in positive and negative ways. Everything humans do as we live and work has an effect on the air, water, and land in our environment. What are human activities that affect the environment? First, dumping waste everywhere or not disposing or throwing garbage properly. Second, deforestation. Deforestation when forests are destroyed by cutting trees and not replanting them. Third, industrial runoff. Waste from the factories and cities. 4. Agricultural runoff. Water from farm field can be loaded with chemicals and synthetic fertilizer that can be absorbed into the grounds and enters bodies of water. So those are the human activities that affect the environment. One of the major problems that we are facing now is pollution. Pollution is anything that harms the environment. Human activities cause different kinds of pollution. What are the different kinds of pollution that we are experiencing right now? We have water, land, and air pollution. Pollution can change an environment to such an extent that the plants and animals, including humans, in that environment can no longer survive. Pollution affects the air, the water, and the land. By means where industrial pollution spread chemicals and waste matter in the air and water. Second, littering spread paper, glass, and plastic waste over large areas of land. Third, emissions from vehicles spread toxic substances into the air. So remember, pollution affects the air, the water, and the land. So human activities can cause different kinds of pollution, like air pollution, water, and land pollution. Water pollution is one of the biggest threats to the environment today. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies as a result of human activities. Water bodies include lakes, rivers, oceans, and groundwater. What are the causes of water pollution? First, rubbish being dumped into the rivers and ocean, or throwing or disposing waste from household into the bodies of water. Second, chemicals from industries, or these are industrial runoff from factories and cities. Third, oil spilling from ship. Oil spill, release of liquid petroleum caused by accident from tankers, pipelines, and refineries. Fourth one, chemicals from farming or the agriculture runoff that can be loaded with chemicals and synthetic fertilizer that can be absorbed into the grounds and enters the bodies of water. So these are the causes of water pollution. Human activities can cause water pollution. Waters being contaminated and being polluted because of the different human activities, like throwing garbage into the bodies of water, disposing chemicals from the factories and from the cities, oil spilling, and the agricultural runoff. So these are the human activities that can cause the water pollution. Water pollution affects everyone. What are the negative effects of the water pollution? Water pollution can seriously harm and kill wildlife into the ocean and can contaminate fish and affect animals and humans that eat them. So, this is the negative effects of the water pollution. Human activities can affect the environment in positive ways also. First, recycling. Recycling, it is a process of recovering waste or scraps and reprocessing the materials into useful products. Second, establishing wildlife reserves and parks. Wildlife preserves, these are an areas of land that are being protected and managed in order to preserve a particular type of habitat. Third, doing reforestation. Reforestation, it is a process of replanting an area with trees. And the last one, creating environmental regulation or creating laws or setting policies that the people must follow in order to protect the environment. For task number 3, you will be going to watch this video in YouTube. So just copy this video link and watch this video about the water pollution. After watching that video in YouTube, do the task number 4. Task number 4, you will be going to answer the questions 1 to 4 on your student book on page 35. Write the answers in your notebook. So on your student book, you're going to answer the question number 1 to 4 on page 35. And for task number 5, after completing the student book activity, do the workbook activity on page 24. For your workbook activity, you're going to read the sentences and write it in a different order to make a sensible paragraph. Read carefully the following sentences. Second, is industrial waste a serious problem in your community? Explain your answer fully. For the summary of what we have learned today, first, human activities affect the environment in positive and negative ways. Second, pollution is anything that harms the environment. Human activities can cause different kinds of pollution. Third, water pollution is the contamination of water bodies like lakes, rivers, oceans, and groundwater, and very often by human activities. The last one, water pollution can seriously harm and kill wildlife in the ocean, can contaminate fish, and affect animals and humans that eat them. That's all for today. Thank you for listening and have a good day.